Hey guys, Victoria Paxton here. Thanks for stopping back by my YouTube channel. Okay, happy Veterans Day. Like, share, subscribe. Yeah, this might be a bit of a long one, but let's get into it, okay? Okay, Stephanie Lynn Crane was born on September 28th, 1984 to Sandy and Ben Crane. Stephanie was the oldest of 4 children. She had 3 younger sisters. Stephanie's mother stayed at home and her father worked in the mineral mines. Stephanie was especially close to her father and enjoyed hunting, fishing, hiking, and rock picking with him. She was definitely a daddy's girl. Described as a tomboy, she was said to spend a lot of her time outdoors, biking around, and was also part of the youth bowling league. On October 11th of 93, Stephanie's mother dropped her off after school at the Chalice Bowling Alley in Chalice, in Chalice, Idaho. And I may be mispronouncing Chalice. I don't know. She went to bowling practice with their classmates for their elementary school bowling league. At approximately 4:45 p.m., the group wrapped up and began to head home. A mother of one of Stephanie's friends, who was present at the bowling alley that day, claims to have seen Stephanie walking away from the building, presumably toward her grandparents' house. Another mother of the group claimed to have offered her a ride home, but said Stephanie declined and mentioned forgetting her book bag at the high school soccer field. Stephanie was last seen walking on Highway 93 towards Chalice High School at approximately 6 p.m., situated across the street from the bowling alley. So it was like literally right across the street. At 8:15 p.m., Stephanie's mother, Sandy Crane, went to the Custer County Sheriff's Office to report her daughter missing when she didn't return home. Upon learning of Stephanie's disappearance, an extensive search was immediately conducted by the search and rescue team of the Custer County Sheriff's Office and the Chalice Volunteer Fire Department, covering 7,000 square miles in 2 counties. Wow. The search conveyed from 9 p.m. until 12:30 a.m. and produced no signs of her whereabouts, and it was scheduled to start again the next day at 7 a.m. Despite searches by volunteers, police, federal investigators, tracking dogs, and boat crews, no trace of Stephanie was ever found. An unknown yellow pickup truck described as having red pinstripes was seen parked at the high school around the time she vanished. However, the truck was already gone by the time authorities went to look for it, and its license plate and model had not been positively identified. Authorities interviewed the group of children who had been at the bowling alley with Stephanie. Some claim that Stephanie might have gone to the high school to watch a soccer practice, while others mentioned seeing a suspicious man watching them. A sketch was made and pictured a Caucasian male in his mid-30s, 5'10" tall, and 175 pounds, but no tips ensued. In the spring of 2000, an inmate in Napa, Idaho, claimed his female friend had rented a room in a drifter's apartment back in 1993, where screams and cries of a young girl were heard coming from the basement. What? The drifter never allowed anyone to enter his basement and said that he was punishing his runaway daughter when the inmate's female friend asked about it. She later left out of fear when she found female underwear in the drifter's room. So wait, what? You didn't leave when you heard screams and cries coming from the basement? You didn't call 911? Like, what kind of sicko puts his teenage runaway daughter in the frickin' basement and locks him up? Like, what's wrong with you? You guys. Sorry. After discovering a history of sexual abuse in his criminal record, authorities brought the drifter in and questioned him with a polygraph test, which he failed. You think? Wonder why. A search of his old apartment was carried out with blood samples and hair fibers found. Although the blood stains couldn't be conclusively identified as human or animal, the fibers were identified as human. However, DNA testing couldn't be conducted on the fiber given the lack of a follicle. A female worker who had been at the bowling alley on the night of Stephanie's disappearance reluctantly recognized the drifter's face from a photo lineup, but wasn't able to make a positive identification. So they had this SOB at the beginning, like, Due to a lack of actual evidence, the drifter's name and face has never been made public, and no arrest has been made. Keith Glenn Hescock has been investigated as another possible suspect in Stephanie's disappearance. On June 5th, 2002, Hescock abducted a 14-year-old girl from outside her home. While he was at work, the girl managed to escape the room where he locked her and informed the authorities. Hescock fled the scene in his vehicle when the police attempted to arrest him. The chase ended on a dead-end road in the Bughole Mountains where he lost... Oh my God, you guys. Sorry. Where he shot a police dog and an officer before turning the gun on himself and taking his own life. Ew, the world's probably a better place without you, you sicko child. According to Hescock's neighbor, Hescock was hunting in Chalice on the weekend of Stephanie's disappearance. In 1993, Hescock shot and killed a bighorn sheep ram in the area of Chalice, and this was documented at a game check station. Well, hello. He also drove a yellow pickup truck similar to the one seen in the area connected to Stephanie's case. The truck has never been found, and a search of his residence didn't turn up any evidence. His only criminal record in Idaho had been for poaching, but he had felony convictions in other states. Authorities have not been able to establish any actual evidence that links him to Stephanie's disappearance. Foul play is strongly suspected in Stephanie Crane's disappearance, and authorities believe she was taken against her will by a stranger. Duh. Sure, Jan. Stephanie Crane's 3 younger sisters and relatives continue to search for her, and a $50,000 reward is being offered by the FBI to anyone who provides information leading to the arrest and conviction of the person or persons responsible for Stephanie's disappearance. After the disappearance, Stephanie's classmates tried to resume their normal lives, but many found it wasn't the same as before. This was made more so by the fact they weren't allowed near Stephanie's desk. Following Stephanie's abduction, the residents of Chalice began living in fear that their children might meet the same fate as the young girl. Kids were no longer allowed to walk home alone, and parents picked up their children directly from their classrooms. Stephanie's family was never the same after her disappearance. This is so sad, you guys. In 1994, her parents divorced due to the strain the case caused. Sandy moved to Reno, Nevada, leaving Ben to raise the children on his own. Sandy passed away in May of 96 due to a blood clot in her lung. In 1998, Ben moved the family to Washington while Stephanie's grandparents stayed in Chalice. On October 11th of 2012, Ben passed away of a heart attack. It was the anniversary of his daughter's disappearance. You guys, on September 27th, 1994, on the eve of Stephanie's 10th birthday, the residents of Chalice released purple balloons in commemoration. Okay. I can tell you a few things. I wasn't able to connect with Stephanie. You all know, for whatever reason, I either have a really strong connection with children or I can't connect. Okay. I'm not sure why that is. If anybody knows, let me know. Because I wish I had an answer. So, first of all, let me say, I was getting a few things. Excuse me. And ironically enough, when I was doing the research and I was reading, there goes my phone, just like clockwork. Like it knows that I'm taping. It's like, oh, she's taping something for her YouTube channel. So everybody please text her at this time. All right, you guys, sorry. Okay. So, when I was doing the research, I had already gotten the other information that I'm about to read to you. But when I was doing the research, I didn't feel anything when it came to this Hescock guy who committed suicide. Who had the truck, the pickup truck. I didn't feel anything with him. Okay. However, with the other guy that failed, is that the other guy that failed the polygraph? I don't know. Anyway, the other guy, I felt like he was involved. Like I felt that strongly. So here's, the way my gifts work, I can't explain them. I don't know why I get what I get. I don't know why I get what I get when I get it. But here's what I was getting. I kept getting the year 1985. Excuse me. I have no idea why I was getting the year 1985 because she went missing in the 90s, not in 1985. Okay. The next day, I kept hearing Ford Escort. Ford Escort. That's what I was hearing was Ford Escort. So I was like, okay, wait a minute here. Is it possible that the perpetrator drove a 1985 Ford Escort? Did I say 84 earlier or 85? 85 was what I was getting, okay? I am thinking that maybe the perpetrator had a 1985 Ford Escort. That's relevant for some reason. And when I get the information, I only get what's relevant. You know what I mean? Yeah, so I think that the perpetrator drove a Ford Escort, which I don't know. That would probably be difficult to research. But so I was also, for whatever reason, I kept being told that she was not his only victim. But I feel like the other things that I was getting, okay, so here's the other things that I was getting. I was getting, of course, she wasn't the only victim, but I was also getting that he didn't kill anyone else. So I don't think he murdered any of the other victims, but I do think he raped them. And I do feel like they were older for some reason. I don't feel like they were young like Stephanie was. I feel like they were older. So it'd be pretty nifty to look into cases around that area of rape, to see. Because I don't feel like that he murdered anyone else. I feel like Stephanie was like his first kill. So yeah, that's what I was getting, you guys. Like I said, I don't know why I get what I get. I don't know. But I hope everybody's having a good week. I hope everybody's Veterans Day is good. And don't forget to watch Friday Night Live. It's on Friday nights at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on my YouTube channel. I go live, and I have like a great group of people that come on there, and now we're getting a lot of new people coming on there, and it's a lot of fun. We just have fun. I don't do readings. We just kind of shoot the shit and relax, So be nice, be kind, stay safe, stay healthy. Still hoping everybody's doing okay through all this COVID crap. We were exposed to COVID the other day, so we're in our house right now. So, okay. That about does it for me.